Here we are asked to integrate the following with respect to the variable x. Our first step when integrating is to ensure that each term is written as a power of x, i.e. the form x to the power n. Our first term is already written as a power of x, so I can leave 18x squared alone for now. Negative 4x is already written as a power of x. We know if there's no power above a letter, the power is 1. 6 root x, that's not written as a power of x, so I'm leaving the 6 alone on the outside. I know the square of x I can write in index form as the same as x raised to the power of a half. To write 9 over x squared as a power of x, I can leave the number 9 alone. As the x squared is on the bottom of the fraction, therefore I know the power is negative. So 9 over x squared, I can write in index form as a power of x as 9 x to the power negative 2. And I'm integrating this with respect to x, so I've still got dx on the end. When integrating with respect to the variable x, we leave any number at the start alone for now, in this case 18. We always add 1 to the power, so as it's x squared, I know 2 add 1 will give us 3, so our new power is 3, and I always divide by my new power, so I divide by 3. Taking my next term, I leave the number alone at the start, so I leave negative 4 alone. I add 1 to the power, so x to the power 1 is now become x to the power 2, and I always divide by the new power, hence I divide by 2. Integrating 6x to the power half, again I leave the number alone at the start, so leave the plus 6 alone. I always add 1 to the power, so a half add 1, that will give us 3 over 2. And I always divide by the new power, hence I'm going to divide by 3 over 2. I know 9x to the power negative 2, leave the number alone at the start, so leave my plus 9. Adding 1 to the power, well negative 2 add 1, that will simplify to give us negative 1. And I always divide by the new power, hence I'm going to divide by negative 1. When we integrate, we always get a constant of integration, which we call plus c on the end. Simplifying each of my terms separately where possible, I know 18 divided by 3 will give us 6, hence I've got 6 lots of x cubed. Look at my next term, I know negative 4 divided by 2, or negative 4 divided by 2 simplifies to give us negative 2 lots of x squared. I know 6 divided by 3 over 2, well 6 divided by 3 over 2 will simplify to give us 4, and that's 4 lots of x to the power 3 over 2. I know positive 9 divided by negative 1. Well, 9 divided by negative 1, a positive divided by a negative gives us a negative. That will give us negative 9 lots of x to the power negative 1. And I've still got my constant of integration, i.e. my plus c on the end. An alternate way to write my final answer, I know a negative power means the reciprocal. In other words, to turn upside down. So x to the power negative 1, that means that x is on the bottom of the fraction. So either of those is absolutely fine.